Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I've decided to try something a little bit different and I'm going to do a collections video. So some people do their blush collections, some people do their foundation collections. I'm just going to talk about my MAC eyeshadows. I own a few of these. I haven't obviously filled this palette yet, but I'm quite content with the ones that I do own, and I think these are all the ones that I really want. So I'm just going to talk about the ones that I have, whether I like them or not, because actually there's a couple I'm not too keen on. So let's just talk about these and jump on in. I'm going to start with the single eyeshadows I have, and these are actually the first ones I ever bought. This was like my first high-end makeup purchase in general. I have a Volux Pearl eyeshadow in Sumptuous Olive, and then the other one I got is obviously the classic All That Glitters, and this is also a Volux Pearl. Obviously they're a little bit sentimental to me because they're the first ones I ever bought, but they have a nice sheen to them without being really glittery. I love All That Glitters for basically all over the lid, everywhere, and this one's really nice either on the inside of the lid with something darker in the crease, or actually I like it blended into the crease with All That Glitters. Both of these are just really great shades, and I really do like them. Even though I don't talk about them a lot on camera, they're probably two of my most used eyeshadows. The other single eyeshadow that I have is one of the Extra Dimension eyeshadows, and this is in the shade Havana. This swatches beautifully. You'll see, I'll just do it really quickly here on the back of my hand. It has so much pigment, it has a really beautiful shine to it. However, I feel like that doesn't quite translate on the lid, which kind of annoys me about these shadows because the Extra Dimension ones are more expensive. That being said, it's still a really beautiful eyeshadow, and maybe with a little bit of Fix Plus or something I could amp it up a little bit. And then I have 7 single pan eyeshadows. I was going to build up this palette and, you know, eventually have a full one, but I think where I'm at right now, I'm quite content with the shades I have in here. So let's just kind of jump in from the beginning. So the first one I'll talk about is Sable. I'm not sure what finish this is. They don't have them for the single pans. This is a really nice kind of just shimmery brown shade. It's very warm. It's got hints of almost like a reddish orange in it. Really nice for all over the lid and pairs really nicely with All That Glitters as well. And then I have Mulch. This was totally a YouTuber purchase. I was influenced by someone on YouTube to get this one. Again, another really nice neutral shade. I figure if I'm going to spend money on eyeshadows, I might as well spend them on ones that I know I'll use. And then we've got Amber Lights, and this one is a really bold kind of gold amber shade. I don't use this one as much as I should. It's very pretty though. I kind of bought this one on a whim and I don't regret it, but I need to use it more. Then I've got Patina. This is another one that YouTube kind of made me buy. I'm running out of places to swatch these. I'm not a huge fan of this one. It's a slightly more cool toned neutral shade. I don't find it has the best pigmentation, honestly. I just find it to be nothing special, and I do sort of wish I hadn't bought that one if I'm being honest. And then my last neutral shade that I have is Tempting. I do not like this shadow. What is the finish on this? But I have another one in the same finish. I bought them at the same time. I'm just not a huge fan. They're kind of glittery. They're a little bit harder to work with. And this one is, again, very similar to all of those other shades I've shown you, and I just don't like it. It's not as workable as the other shades, so kind of wish I hadn't bought this one. However, makes a really nice all over lid shade with a little bit of Fix Plus. It is so, so bold and metallic, so it's usable, and actually I've used more of this one than I have of my other shades, but it's just because you have to use more to get anything out of it. This is another one that I'm not a huge fan of. This is Mythology. This is kind of a rose gold shade, and first of all, I don't wear pinks, so that's part of my problem with this shade. The other thing is, again, as with Tempting, it's too chunky, it's not easily workable, and again, this pan has been dug out just for the maybe 4 or 5 times I've used it because the pigmentation is kind of off. And the last one I've got here is Cranberry. Yet another kind of YouTube made me buy it purchase. You know by now I don't really wear these shades. However, I did do a really nice look where I combined Cranberry and Amber Lights and did kind of like a crimson and amber smoky eye. It was really, really bold and dramatic. I'll put a picture of it at the end of this video if I remember and if I can find it, because I really, really enjoyed that look. However, it's not something I use all the time. I probably should use it more, and I think this video is going to make me use these shadows more, but you know, it's just not my color. Let me just talk about the shadows in general for a second. MAC shadows are really nice. Generally, they're super pigmented, they blend easily, they're really true to color from pan to swatch to actual use. They are expensive. The single pans are cheaper, which is why I bought the palette, because this palette, once you fill it up, you save quite a bit of money on it. I believe these, when I bought them, were $12. I don't know if they've gone up. And these single shadows were $18, I think. So there's a huge price difference, and it's just for a little bit of plastic. So I'd recommend, if there's a whole bunch you want, buy one of these big palettes and fill it up. I think I've said everything I want to about my MAC eyeshadow collection. I've got it all over my fingers, so I really need to go wash up. But I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more from me, and I will also leave a link to my blog in the description bar below so that you can see my blog posts. Anyway, I will see you soon with another video. Bye!